Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I'm super excited to be here, and we are going to do something a little bit different today. So as you're coming in, make sure you say something so that I know you're here watching, whether you're watching us live or on the replay. And while you're at it, if you don't mind, would you drop your city and state in the comments? I can't wait to welcome you and see who all is tuning in. And finally, if this is your first time joining us, make sure you comment the word new. And after this live is over, I'll go back and invite you to become a part of our community. So how is everyone doing? We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and in my private group, Faith's Beauty Bar, because we are going to open my Color Streets Color Play subscription box for this month, y'all. It's the last day of the month. It's time for me to redo my nails, and I just realized I have not opened my box. So y'all, come on in. I'm super excited that we've made it to the end. And yes, I'm wearing my new shirt. Do y'all see it? It says, "Sorry, can't summer bye." So I had to wear this today. We just finished up school yesterday with our students, and teachers will finish this week. So countdown is on, y'all. 3 more days. We're so excited. So how are y'all doing? Come on in. How's the weather for you? Make sure you comment so I know you're here. If you haven't seen this before, this is the Color Street Color Play subscription box. Let me zoom in so you can see it. And I absolutely love this. I think Donzel commented last month and noticed my nails and the color that I had on. I was wearing something for a patriotic season for the holiday last Monday. And so I thought, you know what, let's redo it. We're going to put on something a little bit different. So since I haven't opened my box yet, I thought we would do this together. This is something that is available every month. You can cancel at any time. I've been subscribing since they first started, and I absolutely love my box. You get such great value. I will go ahead and put that link in the comments in case anyone wants to check it out while we're here. And I think I see, is that Miss Betty? Hey, Miss Betty, how are you? All right, let me grab the link to my website if you want to check out the box. And I'll also share it in our beauty bar as well for my private group members. I want to thank Miss Lorianne for signing up recently. And this is an awesome box because you get all sorts of nail strips that are exclusive to this box. So this box is the May box. The June box will be shipping out in the next couple of days. So you still have time to get in on it if you're interested. All right. So automatically, I love that they give us a little brochure telling us all about the polish. So this theme for May was twisted tie-dye. And you can kind of tell that from the cover, right? So we have twisted tie-dye. And it looks like we're going to get 5 gorgeous shades, and there's some bonus items. So y'all, are y'all ready to see the beautiful colors? Let's look at them together. All right, let's see. This first one is called Twisted Rainbow. Ooh, I love this, y'all. This is a French. So if I decided to do my nails like a French tip, let's see if you can see that. Look at those beautiful colors. And each of these colors can be worn either alone or together. So it's like the tie-dye pattern all throughout, but it's already shaped like the French. So you could easily apply your nails, your polish, just like so. Let me see what it says about that one. Let's see. For Twisted Rainbow, it says, fuel your twisted rainbow with this rainbow tie-dye dual-ended French strip, and it's topped with gold glitter, y'all. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm loving that. I can see the specks of glitter now. So look at there. There's our first one. What do y'all think about that one? All right, let's look at another one. I'm going to leave them out so that we can see which one we're going to apply. All right, this one is called Indigo Burst. Ooh, look at there. And this one says, add an indigo burst to your manicure with this blue, pink, and ivory tie-dye shimmer design. I'm going to come closer so y'all can see it. So hints of blues, if you like the blues with the tie-dye, that's different. That's the full set right there. And looks like you have 2 strips of 8. So y'all, that's 16 strips. And normally when I'm purchasing and buying my nail strips, let's see how many of these are. Yep, these are 2 sheets of 8 as well, 16 strips. And y'all, normally these by themselves, this would run maybe $14, $15. So you can't beat this. The whole box, by the way, is $30. So look at the value that you get. What do y'all think about that color? I absolutely love it. All right, let's see what else we have. All right, the next one. Ooh, y'all know I love pink, and I'm seeing all sorts of colors on this one. So this one is actually called Paint Party. It's perfect. Look at all those gorgeous colors. In this one, we have, it says, host a paint party for your nails with this multicolored tie-dye polish strip in a holographic glitter finish. Oh my goodness, can y'all see that? So there's pink, there's blue, there's like a teal color, there's like a coral, and there's a green. Y'all know I'm loving that one, right? And it says it's holographic glitter. So we probably will definitely use that one. All right, and you have to let me know which one is your favorite, by the way. This next one is called Candy Melt. Look at there. And these are all, by the way, 2 sheets of 8 strips. So think of the value that you're getting with this. It says, make your manicure look as tasty as a candy melt with this pink and multicolored abstract design with a shimmer finish. Y'all, I'm seeing all sorts of colors here. And I'm getting ideas for how I might want to wear this. So lots of color in this one. It still has that tie-dye pattern. See, can y'all tell? But the pink is popping through right there. Okay. And then we have one more. Y'all, there were 5 sets in here. All right. This last one is called Twist and Swirl. That's beautiful too. Look at there. It says, brighten up your manicure with a whimsical twist and swirl design, showcasing a gold glitter base with a multicolor pattern. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, so let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I'm going to start from the beginning. We had Twisted Rainbow. Okay, that was the Twisted Rainbow right there. Then we had Indigo Burst. That was the blue. Paint Party. Remember, that was the multicolor with all the glitters. Candy Melt. And then last but not least is the Twist and Swirl. All right, so comment below. Let me know which one should I put on, and it can be more than one. And while you are letting me know that, let's see what our bonuses are. All right, so I'm automatically seeing a bonus, y'all. This one is a raspberry pomegranate hand cream. And it says it smells like summer and feels like velvet. Let's open it. Wow. I've not ever seen this, so this must be something that they are considering offering. A lot of times they'll put products like this in the subscription box as a way to test it out before debuting it. And since I'm getting ready to do my nails, I'm not going to apply it right now because when you apply your polish, you don't want lotion. Oh, it's not open. You don't want lotion or any oil on your hands, but let's just see what it smells like. Oh, yeah, that smells good. I can't wait to wear this, y'all. So look at there. It'll fit right in my purse. And that was a bonus included. And then I love this part, y'all. In addition to that, and some of you have ordered these before, y'all, they gave me 2 lipsticks. Oh, my goodness. Look at these beautiful colors. This one is Knockout. And it looks like it's a fuchsia. It's in the pink family. And then Dramalicious. Looks like it's in the pink family also. Y'all, let me show you real quick. Let me go to the website. Make sure I tell you the correct price on the lipsticks. Just to let you know, the lipsticks are $22 each. Are y'all doing the math? That's $44 plus this hand cream. And then think of the value with all of our nail strips. Y'all, all of this was just $30. You can't beat that. What do you think about that? Is that great or what? So these items came in the box for May. And looks like the June box is called Vacation Mode. And you still have time to grab a box if you're interested. I'll drop that link again before we end. So let's see, did y'all come up with any ideas? And I'm going to start looking too. I think I really, really love Paint Party. And I'm really loving the Candy Melt. So we might do something fun with those two. I think I'm going to save these three for later, right here. So let's close our box up. Did anyone pick those, by the way? What did y'all pick for me? All right, so now I just have to decide how I want to do them. So I think I'm going to mix and have Candy Melt be the star. And then we might pop the ring finger, maybe with some glitter. Hello, Matt. My brother has made it. How are you? Matt, I forgot to share it out to our thread on Messenger. Will you do that? So I think I'm going to mix these two. Let me know what y'all think. Thinking about these two together right there. We won't pop a lot of the glitter because usually if I'm doing the glitter, I like to make it stand alone. So here's what I'm going to do while I'm finalizing my thoughts here and looking at what y'all are saying. I always like to layer my table with a paper towel just to make sure that I don't get anything on my table surface. Normally I do my nails in my bedroom, so I had to kind of gather all my tools here. I do need the nail prep pad that comes in the box. When you purchase your nail strips, you automatically get this. But here's what I love, y'all. I make my strips last for about 2 to 3 uses. Meaning, if I were to apply just this one pack only today, I would only use 5 strips because I'm going to use 1 strip for 2 fingers. And so that's how I make them last. So for me, I'm still using nail polish strips from last year and even the year before, if that makes sense. All right, so step number 1. Well, Donzel, I'm here. How are you? And you're here. Let me grab my directions real fast. I think I still have some back here. I've been cleaning up, y'all. So let me look real quick, see if I have it. Maybe I put them away. I think I did. All right, so I don't see what I was looking for in here. I think I put the, oh, here it is. So when you placed an order with me, yeah, I did, Donzel. I had to run out to Hobby Lobby again, I think. So when you place an order with me, I give you my tip sheet, which I'm basically telling you exactly how I apply my nails polish. So I wanted to just grab that to make sure I'm following all my steps. So step 1 is to clean and prep your nails before application. You can buff and file your nails, push back your cuticles, and use the prep pad to remove any oils or lotions. So I already cleaned my nails earlier. I've already buffed and filed them, pushed back my cuticles. So now we're going to use the prep pad to remove any oil. Okay, and I'm going to zoom you in just for a bit, and I'll come back out just so you can see. Let me move my directions up there. So all I'm doing is just taking this prep pad. Y'all, it's really an alcohol pad. Okay, and I'm just going all over each nail, just removing any oil or lotions. If you were to wash your hands before doing your nail polish strips, make sure that you do not use soap as it may contain moisturizers, okay? So that's all you do for first step. And you can see my nails are clean, ready to go. All right, now step 2 is to apply a base coat to your nails. If desired, Color Street has a nail strengthener, which I usually use, but today I thought I would show you this one. This is their nail primer, and I love this. It's actually a nail, it's a ridge feeling nail primer. I love it because with certain colors, for ladies who have discoloration in their nails, it will correct that. Now, thankfully, I am not dealing with any of that, but I do want to show you that this is a great way to have a base layer if you have any discoloration or maybe you have ridges in your nails. Now, we're doing my nails today, Donzel. I thought we'd make something different. We're going to make my nails look pretty again because I just cleaned them off. All right, so all I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this and go over each nail. sweeping it across. And let me see if you can see the difference already. Look at there. I don't know if you can tell. So pinky has it, but the other nail doesn't. And it's just a very nice shade for the base. And if you have any ridges in your nails, it would literally fill those ridges in, which is kind of neat that it does that. What do y'all think? And thank you to those who are tuning in. I've had some questions lately about how I do my nail polish, how long it takes. If I were not chatting and teaching y'all how I do it, I can do it in about 30 minutes. But of course, that means that I've done all my prep work. Like I've already cleaned my nails. So I'm not counting the cleaning of the nails, the buffing, the filing, and all of that. All right, so this hand is done. This hand is not done. I don't know if you can tell, but see how it just fills in nicely? All right, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and do the right hand. So same thing. And I'm trying to watch the comments, y'all, in two places here while I'm doing this. So if you're commenting in my private group, give me a second to look, okay? Miss Betty, are you still there? All right, let's put a little bit more here. What do y'all think so far? Do y'all have any questions? What do you think about the colors? All right, I'm just tilting the bottle because I've had this one for a while. It lasts me pretty good. I rotate between using this as my base and then also the strengthener, which works really good if you want to strengthen your nails. So I am just sweeping it across, just like so. Last one. Hey, Sister Julia is here. I'm doing my nails, Sister Julia. All right, I'm going to hold this one up in the air just so I can see what I'm doing for my thumb. We are using the polish from the monthly subscription box. I am behind. This is the May box. I forgot to come live. I wanted to show it to you all, and it was time for me to redo my nails. So this was, again, the nail ridge filling nail primer. Okay, so I use that as my base coat. All right, so while that's drying, what I like to do is grab a flat iron. I have my little miniature flat iron here because after I open, oh, and I didn't realize I'd already turned it on, y'all. It's been on that whole time. So after I open the polish, I'm going to seal it back up. That is how I can get more than one wear out of the polish and not waste them. Okay, so I think I'm going to do my nails mostly with this. So probably all nails except my ring finger. And you would think I would pick the pink for the ring finger, but because this is so heavy with pink, I'm considering it has to be a size that fits. Okay, so maybe let's try this lighter blue right here. We can either do that one or that coral. So what do y'all think? So I'm considering for my ring finger either this blue or this coral. Y'all have any suggestions on which one? And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and open the first pack. So this is the candy melt. I always open mine on the side opposite the name because I still want to be able to see the name. So I cut it on the other side to open. I'm just using my little Cricut scissors here. And then all I have to do is pull the strips out. And we're going to separate them, choosing the size that fits my fingers. I'm trying to grab them right here. Sometimes I can grab it without both coming out, but it looks like both of them will probably end up coming out, and that's okay if they do. Okay. Oh, I got one sleeve. All right, so now let's slide this out of the way. I already know that these two at the end fit my thumb, so let's grab one for a thumb. The second one from this end fits my pinky, and I've been doing this long enough to where I know, but if you are new at this, you would just hold that strip over your nail, and that's how you can determine the size for your nails. Now, I forgot to tell y'all this. Did you know that you can also use these on your toenails? So Color Street does offer toenail polish that you can purchase, but just want to let you know that the polish strips for your nails can also be applied to your toenails. All right, and then I line my strips up in order from thumb to pinky. So we already have one for the ring finger, so let's do the middle finger. And then we need an index finger, just like so. So look at there, y'all. Out of the 16 strips, look at what I'm going to have remaining. 8 strips plus 4. I have 12 strips. Hey, Mom. Mom, I already shared it. Thank you. Are you home, Mama? I didn't go live until later, and I decided to do my nails because we're probably going to go grab dinner in a little bit. So since I had a little bit of time, I said, you know what? Let me just go live and do my nails. I had to run out, so I was late going live. All right, so now let's put those back in the packet. We're going to save these 12 for another use, y'all. And I usually make my nail polish last on my hands, my nails, for about 2 weeks. You could change your polish every week if you wanted. I have so much polish that really I should change it more often, but it lasts that long, y'all. All right, so now that I have it all back in its original container, the little sleeve, I just make sure there's no air here, just like so. And then I'm going to use my flat iron to seal this back, and that's going to ensure that no air gets in here. And these strips will be good as brand new, like I never opened the packet. Y'all like that? All right. So now it's all closed. Oops, let me do that again. Make sure I didn't. Oh, you know what? I unplugged it, y'all, because the cord is not long. Let me plug it back up. I was like, it's not hot anymore. There we go. All right, so let me let it heat back up for a few seconds. All right, what did y'all think? Are we thinking maybe the blue? Let's try the blue and see how we like it. All right, so I'm not going to cut on this side because that's the name. So I'm going to cut opposite and cut it right here. All right, and then let's slide the strip out. Both of them are moving together, and that's okay. All right, so I'm going to grab the blue right there. Okay. The coral would be beautiful. I mean, all the colors look great. All right, since this slid out, I'm just going to push them back in. So we still have 11 strips left to use. Okay, so I'm just shoving these back in. And I started using the Color Street nail polish strips, y'all, during COVID when we couldn't go to the nail salon. And I've been sold ever since. I haven't been to a nail salon since, what, 2020. So yeah, that's how much I love this. It's so easy and convenient. I don't have to worry about dry time because the polish is already 95% dry. And it finishes drying on my nails. It's just so easy. Usually I do my nails at night so that I don't put my hands in water, because you want to give your hands about 30 minutes water-free after you do your nail polish, just to let it finish setting. All right, y'all, there we go. I just sealed it in. Okay, so that's how you can preserve your polish. Any questions on any of that? All right, by now my tips are all dry from our base coat. So let's go ahead and get started. And this shouldn't take us long. We'll see how many nails we can do. So there is a top layer. So step number 3 is you're going to remove the clear film that covers the strips. Okay, there's a little clear film and it has a little purple tab right there. So let me see if I can show you from the side view. See that? There's that little clear film, okay? Just like that little purple tab. So I'm going to pull this off. That's why I like my paper towel. I use it as a little collector of trash too. But you know what? Since I'm in my studio, let me use my bowl for trash. So I'm going to put my little bowl right here. There's my trash. And then what I like to do, y'all, to make it easy for me, I'm going to move these strips over out of your way so you can see everything. I like to cut my strip in half. There are different ways you can do it. So I'm going to eyeball and cut it in half, just like so. And then we're going to take one end, and I have to use tweezers to do this because it's so small. Okay. So I'm going to take my tweezers, carefully lift up the polish. And then all I'm going to do is take the polish and lay it right on my nail. Now, if your nail is not wide enough, or let's say if your nail polish is not wide enough, you can take the polish strip and stretch it before you apply it. So look at there. Step 4, we are starting with the pinky and we're going to work toward the thumb. Some people like to do their thumbs last. I like to do my index finger last because it's my working finger. So look at there. I have that much polish hanging off. So what I'm going to do is start slowly folding that down, folding it over, wrapping it around my nail. And look at there, y'all. First nail is almost finished. Then I have my little tools. I just grabbed my entire Ziploc bag here of tools. So when you purchase your nail polish directly, oh, it fell out. You will get one of these acrylic files. And what I use the acrylic file for is I go in one direction. So I'm going to go down on the polish. This just seals the polish to your nail, ensuring that it stays right there in place. And then all I do is I take my little tweezers and pull off the excess. And look at there, y'all. What do you think? First nail is done. If you get a little bit on your skin like I did, I just take my working finger, which for me is my index finger, like a tool. And I just separate that polish from my skin. And then I just use my tweezers to clean that off. Just like so. And I hope y'all can see that. And look at there. First nail is done. How'd I do, y'all? See how fast it is? And it's already dry. I know, right, Donzel? All right, now for the second pinky. So I do pinky. So I do the same nail on each finger. So the other end has the little gray tab. So all I'm going to do is lift that gray tab up, just like so. And it has a perforated edge. So I'm going to start tearing it carefully. And I'm having to look carefully, y'all, because the lighting is different in here. Normally I'm sitting in front of a makeup mirror. All right, so here's the polish right here. The rounded edge goes towards your cuticle. So let's do the same thing. I'm going to apply the polish. If you don't get it lined up correctly the first time, and as long as you don't press it down hard, you can lift it up. But look at there. Look at there. Pinky is done. That's how fast you can do your nails. And then I'm wrapping it around the edge. I like to cover the edge so that way I don't have any shrinkage on my tips. And then finally, for that finger, I'm holding my acrylic file and just moving. This time I'm moving my nail. So you can either hold your finger and move the file. Sometimes I hold the file and I move my finger, but the key is go in one direction. When you've done that, then I grab my tweezers and I get the excess polish that I just filed away. And I check if there's any on my skin, because sometimes the polish strip will be bigger than your nail, and that's okay. So just use your working finger, your tool. For me, it's my index finger. Some people use their thumb. And look at there, y'all, pinkies are done. And we did that in about a minute. So what do you think? I'm going to zoom out for just a second. Is that looking pretty good? Look at there. Pinkies are finished just that fast. So I have some clients who have done their nail polish in the car. There are all sorts of places. You don't even have to be at home. Like I know I took mine before, I guess it was last summer. We did a live together. Do y'all remember that? We did a live in June. So yeah, there we go. All right, let's keep going. So let's do our glitter because now we're doing the ring finger. So here's the glitter strip. So back to our step again. We're going to remove that clear film that covers the strip right there. It has that purple tab. And then I like to cut the nail. You don't have to, but for me, the polish, when I cut it, it just kind of helps me not have to deal with the whole strip. But there are other ways you can do it. And I teach all of that in my private group. All right, I'm going to cut the nail strip in half. So I'm eyeballing where half is. All right, then for the first half, I have to use the tweezers to lift the polish. Okay. And I'm glad this one has a backing because it almost looked like it could be sheer. Sometimes glitters are sheer. I'm going to stretch this one just a little bit. So you just pull it gently, making sure it's wide enough for my ring finger. Then I'm going to go right for it and press it on there. And y'all, oh my goodness, look at there. Just that fast, the ring finger is done. I'm going to take the excess, wrap it around, just like so, pressing it around my nail as I go, making sure it's flat, smooth. And then now I'm going to take the file, go in one direction to get the excess off, just like so. And then let's remove the excess with the tweezers, just like so. Look at there, y'all. Ring finger is done. Oh my goodness, I love that. And it was so easy to go on. That application for that glitter, I love the way it feels. All right, so let's do the next one. And I think this, oh, thank you, Sister Julia. Have you started wearing yours yet? All right, this one I may have cut a little short, so I'm going to stretch it just a bit. All right, hang on. Let me check my mom's video. Okay, let me look, Mom, right quick. I'm checking. It gave a message, so let me look. Y'all hang on one second. All right, for some reason, it looks like it was having issues. So let me see if I can reconnect it. It's definitely on YouTube, though. Why it didn't go to Facebook is giving an error. Let me zoom y'all out for a second. I'm checking something for my mom. It's acting as though it ended. Let me see. Mom, are you still on my live by chance? So Aunt Flo, it's for whatever reason, that's what Mom was just saying, and I have my other phone up. Let me send Mom a message. Hang on. I'm doing my nails, by the way. All right, let me put these to the side for just a second so I can use my computer. Give me 1 second, y'all. I appreciate this. Okay. So I think Mom's going to message me back. So we're troubleshooting it, Aunt Flo. All right, while I'm waiting for her to message me back, let me go ahead and do the ring finger on the right hand. So I'm lifting up that gray tab just like so. Okay, I'm going to zoom y'all back in. All right, now I'm going to carefully peel that perforated edge off. Remember, the rounded edge goes where your cuticle is. Okay, put that in my bowl. And now I'm going to use the tweezers to remove the polish. I like to use tweezers just to keep everything easy for me. All right, and then remember I told you this one I cut a little short, so I'm going to see if I can stretch it just a little carefully, and I'm going to stretch the width just a little. So you just want to be careful when you're stretching. All right, and then now I'm going to lay the polish right there on my nail. Oh, I did it. I like getting it right the first time, y'all. I don't like having anything to fix. And look at there. Ring finger is done. Oh my goodness. All right, now it's time to take the acrylic file and go in one direction, just like so. All right, then I'm going to remove the excess polish. That's the purpose of that acrylic file. It's still polish in. Just like that, put that in my bowl. And now ring finger is done. I see a little excess on my skin, so I'm just using my tool, my index finger, removing the excess. I just take my nail and just kind of press into my skin lightly. Look at there. Yay. Those two are done. All right, on to the middle finger. What do y'all think? Questions? All right, y'all should know it by heart now. We peel off that protective layer. I'm going to cut my polish in half. So try to eyeball it, get it in as even as I can. Sometimes I don't, and it's okay. Let's see. All right, let me make a post for my mom real quick, y'all. So while y'all are waiting, being so patient, I'll bring the camera back out. And let me go grab that link for her. So mom is live on her YouTube page right now. So Facebook, for whatever reason, wanted to act up. And we've been noticing that with Facebook. So that's why I've been encouraging you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so let's see. Let me do this real quick. All right. Oh, here it is right here. Are y'all enjoying this live so far as we're making my nails beautiful again? And it's going fast. I mean, look at how fast we did that. So we just have 3 more to do. Because I was like, I could wait and do it tomorrow, but I was like, no, let's do it now. All right. Done. Got it, Mom. Okay. So back to our nails. Close some of these tabs here. Hello, Margaret is here. How are you? Yes. Oh, well, guess what? I'm going to show you. So I have done 2. I remember that. I've done 2 nails so far. So keep watching. I'll go ahead and continue. I have my Color Play. Let me show you what I'm wearing. This is my Color Play subscription box for the month of May. And there were so many gorgeous colors for me to choose from, but these are the two that I chose. I'll have to show you the others. I think I put them back in the box. Yeah, I'll show you the others before we head out. Remind me, okay? So these are the two colors I chose, and I still have enough left to probably do my nails 4 or 5 more times. So that's what I love about this. I'm going to leave the box right there. I'll come back and show you. Yay, I'm so glad you're well. All right, so we're going back to the tie-dye. I just cut my strip in half. And I did pretty good. It's kind of close. All right, so I like to cut my strip in half. Let me zoom y'all back in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to use my little fine tweezers to lift the polish because I can't grab it. There's no tab otherwise, and I want to make sure I'm not messing up the polish. So here it is. It's cut in half. This should be wide enough. I'm going to make it a little wider just in case. So you just stretch it gently. And then line the rounded edge with your cuticle. So just like so. And then start pressing it down. And that is how easy it is to apply the nail polish. Look at there. And then I fold it over the edge of my nail because I don't want to have any shrinkage. What that means is, you know how sometimes when you do your nails, the tips will come off, like the polish at the tips. That helps to prevent it. So I wrap the polish around my nail. Look at there. And some ladies leave theirs like this and they wait before they remove the extra. You can do that if you want to. I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. So here's the acrylic file. I'm just going to hold my nail still and I'm moving the file in one direction. So I'm going down, 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 just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to use my tweezers to remove that excess that was under the nail from where I wrapped it. Just like so. All right, and y'all look, middle finger is done. Yay. That was cool, wasn't it? All right, let's do that again. So now we're going to use the other end that we cut. It has the little silver tab. So I'm going to lift that tab carefully. There's a perforated edge, so I'm going to start tearing it carefully to keep the roundness. Okay, put my little trash in my bowl. I'm using my little bowl that I normally craft with. Now I'm going to lift the polish from that tab. Okay, and then I want to stretch it, make it a little longer just in case, and make it a little wider just in case. Okay. Now I'm going to take the polish. Let's make sure I got it wider. There we go. All right, I'm going to take the polish, apply it to my nail, just like so. Press, 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 smooth it down. Make sure I go right there in the crevice because you want it right on your nail, not on your skin. And I'm glad I stretched this one because there's not much overhanging, okay? And look at there, middle finger is done, y'all. Look at that. All right, take our acrylic file. I'm going to go in one direction, just like so. And now take the tweezers, pull that excess that's under my skin away. All right, just like so. Miss Margaret, I wear mine for about 2 weeks. It will last longer. The polish that I had on before today, before I took it off, I had on Patriotic, and Sunday would have made a week. So I could have kept going with it. So I keep mine on usually for 2 weeks. I was saying earlier, I have so much nail polish strips that I really could change mine every couple of days because I'm still wearing polish that I bought 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember. I think I became a stylist in 2022, December. So really 23 is when I really started like getting a lot of product. So I've been wearing polish from 2023. Like every month I have different sets that I wear. So like for the month of May, usually I change into my Patriotic. So the polish that y'all saw me wear on Tuesday's live, that's from 2 years ago. Or it might be from last year. So I'm re-wearing polish. All right, but look at there. 3 fingers are done. All right, now remember I told you my index finger, that's my working tool. So I'm going to do them last. So let's go ahead and skip ahead to the thumb. I've already pre-picked all of my sizes. So here we go again. For those who are just joining, when you're ready to apply your nails, the first step is to remove that clear film that covers the strips. Okay, so there it is. It has a little purple tab. One time I didn't realize that that film was still attached and I was trying to put the polish on my nail. Oh, y'all, it was so difficult because I couldn't grab it and separate it. So make sure you take that off. I like to cut mine in half. So let me eyeball it. Cutting it in half. All right. This one is a little longer, so I'm going to use this one for my left nail because I noticed it's shorter. So normally I do the tab last because it's easier. I know, right, Miss Margaret? All right, so I'm going to tear carefully. Let's see. Like I said, this lighting is different in here, so I'm having to look carefully to see the perforated edge. There we go. Margaret, are you in my private group? If you're not, I'll drop that link too. I have a VIP group for those who have purchased before. So make sure you're in that group. That's where I do a lot of tutorials. And today I thought, you know what? We haven't done one on the main page in a while. Let's go live on the main page. So my YouTube channel, my Facebook business page, y'all are getting a bonus. Okay, I'll put that link in just a second. All right, here it is. So I'm going to, and for some reason, y'all, I don't ever do my thumb like this. I guess I do it up in the air. So I'm going to do it in the air. All right, so I'm going to place the polish carefully. Just like so. There we go. Look at there. So that's how it looks before I start wrapping it around my nail. And then now I'm going to start folding it, wrapping it, just like so. Wrapping it all the way around. See there? And the extra that's hanging over, we're going to take our nail file and we're just going to go in one direction, just like that. All that's doing is sealing in the polish. If you order directly from me, I will make sure you get one of these. If you order from the website, they don't send you one. But if you're in need of one, you can just let me know. All right, and then I'm taking off that excess that was hanging underneath when I folded. Okay, just like so. And then if there's any on your skin, use your working tool to get rid of it. So just now, I use my working tool. And look at there, first thumb is done. All right, let's remove the polish strip on the other half of this thumb. I was saying earlier that these strips also work on your toenails. So don't feel like just because it says nail polish strips that you can't. Color Street does have strips for your feet, but you can use these as well. So what I typically do is I do my feet first, then I do my nails. That way I don't have to worry about messing my nail polish up. And I use the same strips. And I only use 2 strips for my feet. And it's kind of weird how I do it, but I use one of the thumbs for my big toes. And then I take one of the other strips and I just keep cutting it and I make it fit all of the remaining 8 toes. So I literally, maybe I use 3. Yeah, I think I use 3 total strips for that. So like one of these strips right here, I would cut it into 4 pieces. And that's how I get my toes done. So yeah, you can have matching toenails with your fingernail polish. All right, there it is. I folded it over. And I like to keep my nails cut short because I'm crafting and typing, doing a lot on my computer. All right, now I'm going to file it in one direction. And then I'll put that link in the comments. All right, there we go. Now we're going to take the excess off with the tweezers. pulling it carefully. And I have some clients who still like to go to the salon, but they purchase the Color Street polish and they take it to the salon and their nail tech will put it on for them. So that's another way you can use these. You don't have to apply them yourselves. You can take it to your salon. All right, look at there. Thumbs are done. All right, we have one more nail. Let me drop the link for Miss Margaret. Anyone else? So that's the link to my website, faithbeautybar.com. There's also a link for joining the VIP group. If you want a free sample before you buy the nail strips, you can also check that out as well there. All right, we have last one. So y'all remember I told you I like to do my index finger last because that's been my working tool and I don't want it to get messed up. So last time we're going to take off that top layer. Thank you, Donzel. Hello, Miss Sheila. I've been missing you. How are you? I'm doing something different today. I'm redoing my nail polish. All right, I'm going to cut it in half. So I'm eyeballing half right here. How are you doing, Miss Sheila? All right, now I'm going to take my tweezers for the first half. Peel off that polish. So this is how I make the most of my strips. Some people, they don't cut them and they waste the other half, but y'all, that's nail polish that you can be using. All right, now I'm going to line the rounded end up with the round edge of my nail where my cuticle is. All right, and then I'm smoothing it down first and I'm going to start folding it over, wrapping it around the nail. And then let's get the acrylic file. Oh, I've been missing you. Thank you. I'm so glad you're doing well. All right, that's what it looks like when you fold it over. So now I'm going to use my acrylic file to remove that excess. Just like so. Going in one direction. You don't want to file your nails like you normally would. Okay, not going side to side or up and down. Then once I finish filing, I'm going to grab my cuticles, or my tweezers rather, and remove that excess. And there it is. And I notice a little bit's on my skin, so I'm going to use my working tool, which is my index finger. Just use my nail to create an indent on my skin, and then peel that polish away. And now there's none on my skin. If you leave it on your skin, what's going to happen is it will start lifting and your polish could totally lift up. So you don't want to leave it on your skin, okay? All right, y'all, last one. Here we go. We're going to lift up this tab. All right. I'm going to tear carefully because there's a perforated edge waiting for me. It's already rounded. Okay, so remove that little gray tab. Now I like to use my tweezers to lift the polish. I try not to touch it until I have to. Then I'm going to take the polish strip and go ahead and take that rounded edge and line it up with my nail where my cuticle is, smooth it down, and then wrap it around just like so. This one was a little wide, so that's why it's on my skin a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take the acrylic file. There's the excess that I wrapped around. I'm going to just file in one direction. So I'm moving my nail this time. I told y'all, sometimes I move the nail, sometimes I move the file. But as long as it does the job, that's all you need. Okay. Now I'm going to take my tweezers, pull off that excess now that I've sealed it in. And then I have a little bit hanging over. So what I started to do, instead of using my nail because it has polish, I'm going to use my fine tweezers just like I was using my nail, creating that little indentation. And then I can lift that excess polish just like so. So that's my little trick for making sure that my nails look good to the end when I'm working. All right, let me show you what we have. I'm going to slide all my tools over. All right, can y'all see them? Look at there. So now that we've done this, All I'm going to do is apply a top coat. So Color Street does have, this one is a plumping top coat. And for some ladies, they have said it gives the illusion that you even have like an acrylic layer on your nails. So one layer of this is all you need. So we're going to apply this to every nail. Remember, the polish is already dry. It was 95% dry before I did my nails. The other 5% happened while it's been on my nails. So now I'm going to apply this top coat, starting with my index finger for some reason. I'll come back and get my thumb. Okay. Do y'all have any questions while I'm applying this little top coat? My favorite thing to do, y'all, after I do my nails is I like to put my rings on, put my watch, my jewelry on so I can see how it's going to look. And that's why I really like putting the glitter on my ring finger, because that'll make that finger really pop. Oh, thanks, Donzel. So what do y'all think? You think you could do this? I hope I've made it simple enough for you. Like I said, I've had so many people asking, like, how long does it take? Is it hard to do? So I said, you know what? We're going to go live so I can show you. It is not hard to do at all. All right. Now let's do the right hand. And if y'all have any questions, I will take your questions now. This is a great time. I'm just finishing up. This plumping top coat is also available on the website. And I love this because it's going to give my natural nail just a little bit of height. So it's going to give that illusion like I mentioned. And I was an acrylic girl for many years. So that was one of the things I missed at first. But with this plumping top coat, it kind of gives that illusion of having added something extra to my nails. But yeah, I haven't had any issues. My nails are healthier now than they were when I was getting them done with the acrylic, because as you know, your nails become weak with time. So during COVID, I just allowed my acrylic to grow out, and my healthy nail was already there when I first started with Color Street. So I didn't have to worry about trying to get unhealthy nails healthy again, because during COVID, we were home anyway. So I just kept letting them grow out, and I would cut them as they got really long. And by the time all of that acrylic had grown out, that was when I discovered Color Street. So Color Street has really saved me so much money, so much time. And now I can have beautiful salon nails at home. So let me zoom y'all in again. Let me throw my trash away. And guess what? I'm ready to go out now. Look at my nails. Let me move my paper towel. All right, what do y'all think? So look at there. You can't even tell that I didn't go to the salon. I love the fact that I can have designs and patterns on my nails. Someone at work yesterday, she asked me, she said, you did your nails? And I said, yes, ma'am. So yeah, you can have salon quality nails at home. Oh, wow, Donzel. He says 10 out of 10. Yay. So this will last me probably 2 weeks unless I choose to change my polish. But y'all, I'm loving it. And I can already see, like, if I want to pop a different color on the ring finger, because let me show you those strips again. Let me see. Did I put them in here? Yes. All right. So let me show you. These were the 2 strips that I'm wearing. And these came from the May subscription box. Color Play is Color Street subscription box. So this one is called Candy Melt. So I have that color on every finger except the ring finger. Okay, so that's the color you're seeing. It's like a tie-dye color. So that's the color right there. Okay. And then I mixed it with this one, which was called Paint Party. And I'm wearing that on the ring finger. We chose the blue, but they had green. There's a pink. I mean, there's so many colors in there we could have chosen. And then let me show you again for those just joining. Look what else came in the box. They have a French tip. So for those who like French manicures, this one's already cut for you, ready to be applied as a French. It's called Twisted Rainbow. Then there is an indigo burst. Can you tell that the theme was tie-dye, by the way? Thank you, Sister Julia. Thank you, Sheila. And then the last color is Twist and Swirl. And that's going to be beautiful. That's on a gold base, y'all. And you know what I might do? I have some gold that I think I might pair it with. I can see me popping like gold on the ring finger even. So yeah. And then they threw in some bonuses. So normally I was telling everyone earlier, a pack like this with 16 strips would cost you $14, maybe 15. But y'all, we got 5 of these that have 16 strips, right? So do the math. They threw in a bonus. There is a beautiful pomegranate hand lotion that smells like summer. And look, 2 lipsticks, Dramalicious. These lipsticks retail $22. And this one is Knockout. Look at there. This whole box, y'all, was just $30. Are you doing the math? This is why I love the box. It's my favorite thing to get every month from Color Street. And these polish strips, I will have many, many times to wear it. Because usually for one pack, I will wear that one pack about 3 times. Because keep in mind, I only use 5 strips every time. So 5 times 3 is 15. And guess what? You get 16 strips. All right. What are y'all thinking? You love it? Oh, Donzel says he thinks I should do more lives like this. I will, Donzel, because I've been promising everyone we're going to do another makeup tutorial video. So I'm going to put that back on the list as well. So yeah, thank you. We'll definitely do that. Oh, wow. I didn't realize you were allergic to them. So yay. And let me know if you need anything else. I'll be glad to reach out. If you need my tip sheet, which is what I was showing earlier, let me hold it up. I can share that with you in the group. This is just something I put together, all of my personal steps. And then on the back is QR codes for all the places, like my VIP group, my mailing list, the website. You can even host a party if you want to. You can join my team, or you can request a free accent sample. So all of that is available on the website. You can go to that link, faithbeautybar.com. I'm going to grab the link one more time if anyone is interested in getting a subscription box. I know they're making some changes for the month of June, and I'll definitely come back and share those changes with you. I didn't bring that list, but yeah, they're constantly working to make the boxes better. So I always look forward to getting mine every month. So what I'm going to do now is make sure I don't put my hands in any water for about 30 minutes. Just to let my nails finish setting up. It should be dry already, but just to make sure it's cured to my nails. I don't want any shrinkage. I don't want anything to happen, you know, make them come off. So I will not put my hand in any water. I'm not going to use any lotion yet as well, but I will tell you as a follow-up, and I didn't bring it in here, every night, if I remember, but definitely every morning, I start after I finish getting like my makeup done. First thing I do is I put on cuticle oil and I massage it into my skin. I do that right before I add my lotion. You can also do it after you like finish getting ready before you head out for the day. But when I tell you that makes the polish look fresh daily, that is also great for your nails. So I put it on my cuticle and I put some on the cuticle pad, which is this area up here. So those things I would say go hand in hand. So I keep cuticle oil by my bed. I have some in my desk at work. I even have some in my desk here at home. So that if I'm sitting around thinking about, I wish I could add some cuticle oil, I don't have to get up and grab it. It's right there. If you don't have cuticle oil, you can also apply olive oil. So just anything that will help keep your cuticles hydrated will help also maintain the beauty that you put those nail polish strips behind. They have all of this on the website. So every product that I've mentioned, when you click that link for Faith Beauty Bar, you can go to shop and you'll see all of the products, from the lip products, the lotion, nail polish strip. They even have mascara, eyeshadows now, eyeliners, and so much more. So they originally started out as nail polish strip company, but now they've branched out into so many beauty products. So yeah, when you have time, click on that link and I'm sure you'll find something. And they make great gifts. So if you're looking for something to add to your own collection or for someone else, it would certainly make a great gift. All right, let's see if there's anything else. What final questions do y'all have? I'm going to look and see if there's anything I missed. I'm also going to check and see what specials they have, because they're always running specials too. And I know they just launched a new bundle. I think there's a gift with purchase. And the June box, as I said, is called Vacation Mode. So you'll have to stay tuned. I can't wait to see what that box looks like. And it looks like they have some bundles that they just launched yesterday. And if you're in my VIP group, I'll be sharing that with you. So let me look and see. They're called New Core Bundles. So there's a nail strip bestsellers bundle. If you're interested in neutrals, there's a beautiful bundle there. Hand and nail care, like the polish remover, hand lotion, the serum, the ridge filling nail primer that you saw me use, and the nail strengthener, all in a bundle. There's a makeup bestseller that has some cleanser, lip product. There's a signature lip trio that has some lipstick, the lip oil. And then there is Nail Care Basics, and I love their serum. I use that in between polishing my nails, strengthener, and the primer. So stay tuned. I will share more with you all. All right. I think that is it. Oh, you're so welcome. I appreciate y'all being here, and I look forward to seeing you back on my page Tuesday. I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to do 30 days of lives, and y'all, if I do it, I have to go live tomorrow. So for the month of June, that is. So if you see me tomorrow live, that means I decided to go ahead and pursue, yes, again, the 30 days of lives for the month of June. If you don't see me tomorrow, I'll be back Tuesday, okay? So I'm still thinking about it. Because once I dedicate myself to it, I have to do it. So I'm still thinking about it, but just say a prayer for me. All right. Anything else before we head out, y'all? This was so much fun. Thank you for joining me and helping me as I selected my nail polish. And also, you helped make the time go by fast. So I appreciate that. And I got my nails done in time for dinner. All right. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed night. Thank you, Sister Julia. Let me know if you need anything with those bundles, okay? And let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. I think that's it. All right. Don't forget to always look for something good, because when you find that something good, you know you found God. And remember, God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. Have an amazing night as we wrap up the month of May, and I will see you all back on my page. Stay blessed and know that I love y'all so much. Bye, everyone.